Right, hello everyone, let's take a look at the market. 12th of December, a lot of opportunity to trade this week simply because we've got interest rate news coming out from the UK, we've got it coming out from the USA, and we've got it coming out of Switzerland. So we have a lot of news coming out. With the UK, if you're trading the pound, as you know, we had a bit of a volatile week on that one. With the pound, what we have is the Bank of England. Governor Carney will speak. It's not interest rates, but he will speak, and that's going to have some impact on there. With the euro dollar, we did that last week, so we're going to catch up with the rest of the world this week. But let's take a look at the euro dollar, see where we're at. Now, as you can see, this was a channel we had last week, and the channel broke down. Now we will want to test this area here. Okay, we're going to want to test this area here, and once the market pops its head up here, then we'll see how things will eventuate. Okay, and it will come down from here possibly to another lower low. Okay, so we'll see the market possibly at a slightly lower level as well. Today it picked up simply because we have a double bottom here. Oops. Right there, as you can see, it's a support area there. So the market's kind of picked it up, but I'm anticipating the market will hit there, come slightly lower, and then we'll see where we are. Possibly around to 1.0420 region is a kind of a hot spot before it starts to move up again. And then we might see the euro dollar coming down even further with this new breakdown of this channel. But we'll go one day at a time. So today, as the market pulls up, it's a good area to short it on this line, as it is a good buy kiss area. Let's take a look at the dollar franc. Same kind of scenario we have here. Okay, so the dollar franc possibly pulling down. Before it pulls down, will it raise its head up? I think it'll pull down in order to go up, and then the euro dollar will come down, as I just said. Okay, so the euro dollar is going to go up in order to come down. So this is going to come down in order to go up, and then we'll see some reversals next week once again. Okay, and then that's how it's going to eventuate, in my opinion. How far is it going to come back? Well, look, support level is around here, as you can see. So the market has potential to come down to around this level. Okay, it's a good level here where the market will find some support around there, as you can see, 1.0135, 1.0150 region there. So if the market pulls back here, it'll be good to go long again and then short it afterwards later on next week possibly. So this week I'm expecting the market to kind of like gather itself before another push maybe during the further days of the week. Dollar Canadian. Now then, we've got dollar Canadian. I did mention this is coming down and it's going to come to these channel lines last week. It was in our technical analysis. It was on the agenda. We can get rid of these now. Okay, and you can see that this is how it is. Okay, and then what I can do, let's just make it a bit more clean, and then we can see where we're at with this. And if I bring it down a bit more, we just need to update our channels as we go along. There you go. Alright, so it's got a bit more room to come back down to around here, and it's worthwhile checking out a nice support level on a sideways route there. Will it come all the way down there, possibly there? That's already gone. So possibly around here, 1.3010. Okay, that doesn't sound too far-fetched. Still has some room to come down. Okay, so be mindful on that. It's in the middle of the channel. What you want to do is, as it lifts its head up, you might want to short it down. Let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar support level. Last week we drew this channel. I did mention I would want to come up here before we want to sell it off, but it didn't get there. So this is telling me that this accumulation here, let's actually get rid of this Fibonacci. Okay, let's see what we can do. Just make it a little sharper. and get rid of this. And once we do that, okay, this is the support area here. So Aussie dollar inclined again to go slightly up, but if you were to sell this on a downwards trend, because the market is trending down, if you recall, this is just a consolidation, I reckon. So we might see the market there and then pop down again, and then if it does pop down again, this is going to be your support area. So there, comes there, breaks there, pops its head down there before support again. So that looks like a nice scenario. Up, down, break down to around here. We might see it later on this week, maybe tomorrow. Okay, so as the market picks its head up a little bit, it might want to short it. If it does, just wait for that breakdown. If it does, we'll follow it down here. Dollar yen, up and away. As you can see, we had the sideways channel. I did say last week also, this is an up move, and the market is consolidating. If it breaks out, there you go, it broke out. Okay, so it has room to come up. On a monthly scale, if you take a look at your monthly chart, okay, whoa, that's just huge. Okay, let's just scale this down a little bit. Okay, if you look at this monthly, the market has a bit of room to come up there, but that is just a huge room to come up. Wow. Okay, possibly, let's see. To around there. Okay, so it's your 117.20 level there. So possible good level to kind of pop its head up there or slightly there and then bang it. The reason I took a look at it on the monthly is simply because on my monthly chart I did notice that we might get there. Let's see, that's already gone. So that's already a resistance there. So that's already a resistance there. One next stop is going to be around there. Okay, so just follow that through, don't rush into stuff, otherwise you might get hammered by the market. So you want to be careful. All right, these lines I had drawn before, and now I just added this one, these two, by drawing the trend lines on the weekly and monthly. So as you can see, we do have some potential up there. With the dollar yen though, I mean, when you're buying, just wait for a pullback, don't just jump at the top of stuff. Last week we shorted this at the tops and it worked, okay, along these resistance levels, and it worked just fine because we got enough out of it, and then it broke out. And remember, I did say, if you were following the lessons, in one of my videos I said when the trend is up like that, the market is just consolidating. Okay, it's just going sideways before it breaks out, and that's what happened over the course of this trend move. Let's take a look at gold. Gold inside a channel, nice and easy, flowing down. Okay, this is the kind of thing we like to see. Have the market kind of coming down, flowing, and as you can see, it's got a level to pick up there. We noted this would go up to around this level, and then didn't quite reach the line. However, it came around that level and started falling off. Now it's coming. Now it's going to possibly test this line here. So just be mindful that gold has now got the potential to come down a bit more this week before we go long again, and then it's got this channel that's going to work in between. Alright, so if you're waiting to buy or sell, what needs to happen is you need to note these support and resistance levels, draw your lines, and make sure you're tighter around that area there. Okay, let's take a look at Brent. Now, oil, I did mention last week we'd be inclined to go long with oil, and I did note the $60 mark here, so the market seems to be creeping up there, which is all fine. That's just technical analysis, guys, so if you know what you're doing with your technical analysis, most of the time you should be getting your trades right, and this is one of those situations where we're anticipating the $60 mark, and that's where it's kind of heading at this moment. Nothing you can do about this right now. Only if the market pulls back, it's a good opportunity to go long then, because then you're taking into consideration a better price before you move up. And on top of that, let me just take a look at Dow. I did mention Dow's got room to come up here, and last week's just been going up, up, up and away. And now we've got this area here, still on our eyesight. It's winking at that level, and as you can see, the market's kind of pushing up. So we'll see how that goes. We'll still keep it there. On your 4-hour chart, things are looking a bit more like this. As you can see, consolidation up, so possible consolidation or a pullback even before it goes up again. Let's take a look at the DAX as well, because I did mention if DAX breaks above this place, it's gonna go nuts, and that's what's happened. Okay, this is a 4-hour chart. It just went crazy. Okay, a lot of people like to trade the DAX. I find it a little risky. Not my kind of asset really to trade. However, let's do this. Let's get rid of that, and let's put a channel on there. Okay, there you go. So the market is being very loyal to this channel. So a possible pullback and then a possible go up again to these levels again. So where to pull back on the DAX if you're a DAX trader? Nice little question. Pull back all the way down, whoa, to around here. Will it test that level again? Iffy. But if it does, you know where to buy. This area and this area here to pull back again in order to go up. I don't think it will come back this far yet after it took that huge leap. So on the pullbacks, the first level of pullback is always good to keep going long on that one. If I even put a parallel line, so this 50 zone looks like a nice hot spot. Okay, sounds very nice. If the market does pop back down here, it's good to buy in order to go long again. Hope that helps, guys. Have a great week trading. Don't forget the news and keep your heads up.